Let's roll.
Yep. I mean, absolutely nuke these because Yoshi P already went to them all today, so in Japanese.
Of course, this art I now own because I do have the vinyl.
It's so pretty.
Very nice.
Just the texturing on ARC or Highland, sorry, is fantastic.
Yeah. No, it's yum yum. Yum 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 yum. So maintenance, 24 hours. Won't be finished early. There's our patch sizes. We'll have some gigabytes to download.
That download should be relatively soon, I think.
Good.
I think. I'm not sure.
I want to get set up for that.
Yep.
Right. Also, additional features will be implemented in future updates. The Raid Pandemonium is scheduled to release in 6.0.1. The Treasure Hunt Instance, the Excitotron 6000, and the Raid Savage are for 6.0.5. So that's all the stuff that is shortly after. And then I forgot this, of course, Crystal Conflict is not out in base. Crystal Conflict is a part of 6.1. That actually means fucking hell, 6.1's got Crystal Conflict and Island.
Yep, and Sanctuary, and also all the MSQ, and also the Alliance Raid, I think. Yeah, Mists of the Realm.
Yeah, so let's take a look then at our playable content. So our map of Eorzea.
Oh yeah, this is the fact that we get to see this full big map.
Do you think at any point they will release this in high enough resolution that it's not completely pixelated whenever you play the game and open it in the menu?
Yeah, that's the point. They're adding this. What do you call it? They're adding. And uploading the world map to the game.
They're what?
They're updating the world map in the game to show.
Oh no, I know they are, but I hope it's high res enough.
Oh, do you have high resolution UI settings on? You might not.
Well then, maybe I don't. I mean, I set everything to desktop high.
Yeah, but there's another option.
But
I don't know. I don't know if that impacts the map. You might just be right anyway. But
so anyway, right, Old Charlian.
Yeah,
of course.
Possible water.
Looking for. Oh yeah, that's who was it?
It was Soda Poppin.
Soda Poppin.
That said, Soda has been playing the game recently. Skipped to End of Shadowbringers, but has been enjoying it and seems to think the gameplay is very, very good, which is
nice.
Yep. Turns out if you play FF with an open mind, you might enjoy it.
This is where, of course, we're going to go so that we can beat up the twins' dad because he's a dickhead.
Yep, as I call him, 4 Cheese Nut. It's Fortuno, but I call him 4 Cheese because I don't like it.
Fortuno needs a slap. He needs a hard fucking slap. What a dickhead.
The best part is he's actually, they're going to end up making him a great character. I know.
Somehow they will, yeah.
Fuckers. Yeah.
We've got Rads at Han.
Yep.
Where's this?
That's on the new. Yep. There it is. Rads at Han.
So we're going here.
Yep.
And of course, Charlian's over here. Is it? Wait, where's Charlian?
Yeah, it's old Charlian up there, yep.
That's the thing. I purposefully stayed away from as much of this stuff. All right. So that's actually getting pretty close to the east.
Absolutely.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, look how much is still covered up in all the different, I guess all the different provinces under Garlemald.
Yeah, it's interesting that we're actually going, we don't know how we're getting to Garlemald, I don't believe, but it looks like we're just going to get on a ship and go, which is interesting, but also leaves so much of the world left, which is good.
Of course, we then always got, what's this?
Labyrinthos, yep.
Hey, that looks really cool.
Underground Old Charlian.
So this is like some Hollow Earth shit?
No, just big basement thing. Big basement.
Fake sky, though.
Yeah, not Hollow Earth, but maybe they've hollowed out Earth.
Maybe
it is Hollow Earth. Who knows?
Like the Latter-day Saints ship in the Expanse, which has got a pretty cool fake sky. Of course, then Thavnir. Where is this? Southeastern in the Bounty, Southeastern one. I literally don't know any of this at all, so this is all like first time. I see.
Thavnir. If you wouldn't have, but we have seen an awful lot of little bits and bobs of Thavnir throughout time, because a lot of the relic weapons are made using something from Thavnir that we pay Rowena an absurd amount of poetics for.
Shit, so we're going to Garlemald.
Yep, we're going to Garlemald.
Like Garlemald City.
Yeah. We're going.
Oh, okay. That's going to be... Oh, I guess that makes sense. You could sort of see they'd built a whole bunch of it in 5.56 and stuff.
And there's a little train station.
It's cool. Oh, it's fucked.
Yep.
It's fucked. It is interesting that they've sacrificed Garlemald as a, the big war with the Empire. They've maybe partially sacrificed that for like the new, Fandaniel plot.
Yep.
I wonder, like, is it Xenos using Fandaniel? Is it that? But Fandaniel really is using Xenos. I mean, it's Ascians.
Sure, we'll find out. Sure.
Oh, look, Dakor has dropped an image box in here.
No image.
What's going to happen? What is he going to put in the box?
Who knows?
We have got the moon. That makes it clear.
Oh, that's so pretty.
Oh, fuck.
Mare Lamentorum, which is Mare is a name for a lunar sea.
There's a city in the moon. There's a city in the moon.
Oh yeah, you really haven't paid attention to the trailer then.
I purposefully didn't.
Yeah.
I didn't want to understand all the things, so I didn't think about them. I just saw them as like, oh, that's all cool. But now that I've finished, I can sort of engage with these things properly.
Yeah, I mean,
this is all very interesting given a place that.
Yes.
I mean, I'm not going to say it looks like that, but you know what I mean.
There are a couple of details.
Some similarities.
There's a couple of details that I will share with you after stream. Yes.
Oh, big.
Yes.
And then we have question marks.
Mysidia. Yep. So for those unfamiliar, Mysidia is, I believe it's in FF1 and 4 because they just like to share names and stuff. But Mysidia is basically a nation of. Now, stop me if this sounds familiar, but sort of isolationist, not really big on intervening, mages with a deep understanding of the history of the world. That's a nation of them. There were sages. That's where in Ff4 Cecil goes with and finds a pair of twins, one male, one female, both sorcerers, kind of goofy. One's a bit arrogant, the other's a bit of a brat, and they're from Mysidia, which is this nation, and they Ff4 spoilers and stuff, but Mysidia is basically Charlie, and so this can't be Mysidia. So Dakor, you're an idiot anyway.
The rest of where that story goes, you did tell me yesterday, and shivers.
Yeah,
we got some new Aetherites.
Yeah,
of course, the Sharian one, bastards. Oh, I just want to go to Sharian and give them all a slap.
Oh, this actually might be a bit.
One, cool.
This might be a bit of lore you don't know. So, the way you pay Gil to teleport?
Yeah.
That's tax that goes to Sharian because they operate the Aether network.
Stay calm. Okay.
Yep.
A lot of slapping. It's going to happen.
That's the worst crime they've committed. Taxation.
That's it. Oh, man.
Unless he meant Mericidia. Anyway.
Reduce the number of Aether currents.
Yep.
This works very well for me. Because I decided MSQ really has to be the priority, so I'm not going to bother doing all those. I will do the Aether currents later. And now I find out that they're being adjusted and made a bit. Okay, cool. That's probably to my benefit. All right, quests. Oh, look, it introduces myriad quests in addition to the main scenario. Ooh, now such there may be cases where the patch notes only cite the initial quests in a series or omit things talking about, I think, is this the bit? Yes, they're kindly asking to be considerate and people to do their best to avoid sharing spoiler-related content on official forums, lodestone, social media, and videos, or in videos, as there are players who might start the official launch or play at their own pace. Absolutely. Look, sort of thing. Will we talk about spoilers in our videos? I mean, we will, but we will not do it in a way where any of the title or the thumbnail will at all talk about that. So for us, it is talking about us playing the game as, people who really like the game. And, so if you're subscribed, we will, we actually don't have at all a plan for Endwalker.
No,
we're going to have a chat about it after this stream.
I have some ideas, but,
So, like, if I'm doing my first impressions, I will very carefully cordon off where spoilers are.
Yeah.
We'll be very clear, so you will have no need to worry. I'm extremely sensitive to no spoilers on all of this, so don't worry about that. But yeah, like, could you imagine if just somebody just published a video that had spoilers in the title?
That
be like, oh.
I feel like they would be, the modern equivalent of excommunicated immediately.
Big, yeah.
Although I will say fair fucks to Yoshi P, because Square Enix are historically absolute bastards with a lot of gameplay sharing stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Some franchises aren't so bad, but there's some where they just have really insane, like, no, this is our policy, and they'll just cut stuff like, is it the last area in, I think it's like the last chapter or something of Neo, The World Ends With You, where it's like, yeah, all gameplay sharing from your like console's just disabled. So you can't if you wanted to. You can get around it with a capture card, but then you'll just be copyright striked.
Tiffany has just said, they generally ask streamers to embargo MSQ story moments for a few weeks. They're asking for New Year's this time regarding spoilers.
Interesting.
I mean, that's weird. I'm going to talk about my impressions of the game and the story.
Yeah.
So that's going to happen. I'm not going to wait till New Year's for that. It's not going to be in the title or the thumbnail. It will be spoiler sensitive. So, I mean, I can't imagine that whenever Shadowbringers came out, just everyone was like, no, we're not going to talk about what we thought about the story.
Yeah.
So, I mean, yeah. Discussion is fine. Oh, okay, right. Do you mean like people just like ripping, final cutscene and just putting it in YouTube?
Yeah.
Ah, I see.
It's not an embargo apparently, but it is just the idea of, not a hard embargo, basically. You know what I mean? Please don't do this.
Yeah.
Please don't do this.
Ah, good. That's all. That's all going to be grand. Got some new MSQ shots, which,
Yeah.
where will it go? Who knows? Side story quests.
Those flowers. Crown of those flowers. That's so brain tingly. Anyway, yeah.
Side story will be added in 6.0. Will employ an automatic level adjust system known as Quest Sync. Quests using the system will have their difficulty and XP rewards adjusted to match your current level. Nice. That's really good. New role quests.
That's not new. That's just them highlighting because Shadowbringers Quest do the same.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yep.
Okay, gotcha. New role quests. Players must progress to a certain point in the Endwalker main scenario to access the new role quests. Physical DPS role quests added in 6.0 will be divided into for melee and physical. So, of course, role quests coming back.
I believe Yoshi P suggested, I imagine Dakar has it somewhere, but Yoshi P suggested that we should play these role quests when they become available and play them alongside the campaign or the MSQ, because they are, time-wise, they are lined up for it. So but they didn't want to make them mandatory or anything. But he said you should play them alongside. So
gotcha.
Keep that in mind as you play.
Definitely. Studium deliveries. What are these? Each disciple of the land or hand will be able to progress through one of 5 series of quests associated with the different faculties of the Studium. Completing deliveries for a faculty will advance the story of that faculty.
Yep.
I see. I have not done any of the gathering or crafting in this game, and I know it's all Dory. It is on the list.
You won't have time for a long time.
Yeah, I know. Oh, man. Battle portraits alongside battle dialogue. There you go. UI tweak. Leaves, new tradecraft and fieldcraft ones. XP from below level 80 ones capped at 1,000 for above. Oh, I guess that makes sense. Okay, changes to leave, EXP, and Gil. Because I know a lot of people have been using like leave quests to power level. Especially in some of the earlier, I've seen a few YouTube videos of people just being like, how can you get from 1 to 50 as fast as possible?
Yeah, so what they're basically doing here is they're adjusting them for the downscaling of in-game values and guild inflation anyway, but there is a fairly insane thing where you used to trade in high quality to certain leaves that had needed 3 different hand-ins, and they would be worth way more than anything else. So you'd only do the 3-handed ones. You'd go buy what you need in high quality, and then you'd be able to level. Like, this is how I did a massive chunk of what was it? I guess it's just a couple of the crafters up to 50 in like a day by just going, I'll just spend, I'll just put like a mill gil down on a bunch of high quality stuff. And then, just very much like
I have no idea how to earn gil in this game. I use like 20% of my gil to reach all of the eye level brackets to do Shadowbringers post MSQ.
Yeah.
How do you make gil? Where does it come from?
Same place it always comes from in an MMO. You go make stuff and sell it to the market board. Or, sorry. I'm talking about the good old days whenever markets functioned. I mean, you control the market board and just monopolize everything. That's what you do.
I need a challenge log, submarine, sell everything. XIV token. That's it.
That's it.
Comma swiper. Yeah. ERP. Now, John, you have it. Yeah. I know what you fucking got up to going to your wee CD clubs, you rascal, you.
Yeah, no, there are plenty of ways to make things. The way I read this patch note was to bring the single and the multiple hand-ins, but also people have said it's to destroy the coffee biscuit guild creation. People just go make coffee biscuits, turn a load of them in for labs. Loads of money.
Okay. So basically just efficient ways to... Yep, no, I know what that's like for all of the, even the vendor shuffles that have sometimes existed within the WoW economy.
Yep.
And things like that. No, so just with Guild, by the way, I know how to get Guild, basically, of course. It's just,
don't know how to break the system.
Guild making. How do I have 30 million Guild? That's what I want to work out.
Yeah, how do you make an evening out of Guild making, I guess, or a week out of it?
I used to very much enjoy, doing the Cobalt shuffle and all that back in the day.
Yep.
With World of Warcraft. Or I could just get really good at ERP and sell my services. What's another way of doing it?
I wouldn't suggest that just because, boosting's not really looked well upon.
Boosting?
Oh my. ERP? Extreme raid progression?
Oh, sorry, yes. Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah. Absolutely.
Oh, dear. New fates are coming.
Yeah.
Big surprise.
Standard stuff from Shadowbringers.
Yep.
Gemstones and shared fate levels and stuff.
Okay, I don't understand any of this.
That's because
all I know is MSQ, baby.
Yep. That's it.
I thought fates were just fates. You did your fates and that was that.
MSQ stands for Michael Scenario Quest.
That's it. Okay, what's different? Because, my only experience of fates was leveling up Rogue earlier on and just running around doing them for XP, but clearly there's something else going on here.
Yeah, so there's shared fates were, I believe, new to Shadowbringers, and they're basically a sort of another little thing layered on top of fates where you'd rank up by doing so many fates. You would get bicolor gemstones from doing fates in specific areas, so your area would have a fate rank, and then you would get more rewards. More rewards available from the gemstone traders as that went up. But for the life of me, I cannot remember what any of the rewards were. I remember looking at them going, none of these are worth me spamming fates for no good reason here, because I have more important things to be doing in game. Gotcha. So,
fair enough.
So I don't know what they are.
That's something I'm very excited about, jumping into the end game of FF14, because I've never done that.
Yeah, same, because the only end game I've experienced is I get to skip the vast majority of stuff because when did I hit MSQ complete? Oh, it was like June or something like that there, maybe slightly before, I can't remember. Time doesn't matter, but it was I've only ever, it was 5.x was very, very progressed. So I basically didn't have the experience of gearing up as I went and doing all this other stuff, so I'm really looking forward to actually sitting down and playing. I guess there'll be proper big hunt trains going on. There'll be loads of people doing fates in these zones. I'm really excited to see it.
Cool. Treasure hunt again. You guys have made me I don't know what it is. All I know is every time it's been described to me, I'm like, oh, that sounds cool. I'll do that later. Yeah. So there you go. New treasure maps being added. Rewards adjusted. Allegan tombstones. I'm going to say it right. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Matt's not
sorry, Matt. I think I do a lot of things to make Matt angry because of my general flailing, imprecise nature.
General existence, yep.
That's different to that, Matt. Of course, we've got single T and double T.
Yep.
As our two FC Mats. Allegan tombstones rewarded for completion of treasure maps introduced prior to 6.0 have been changed from Revelation to
Poetics.
That probably makes sense, wouldn't it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Just sunsetting Shadowbringers versions.
And then after 05, there's a chance for the portal to appear when completing one of the new treasure maps.
Yeah,
so
that's the Excitatron 6000.
Okay. So during the treasure map before that is just the sort of standard experience, but then there's a harder.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I want to try them. I have no fucking idea what they are. That's another thing. See, fucking ground companies, man. I'm like the fucking warrior of badass motherfucker. I meet these cars hello, private.
Yeah. Yeah, you got to get yourself up to captain.
Yeah, I do need to do that actually, because there's a fair few things, like even owning a house, that like you need to be a rank.
Different rank for that, right.
So I should really do that, shouldn't I? I have no idea how you rank up. I don't really even know what you get for ranking up.
Yeah, you haven't done.
I don't even know. Is that just a vestigial system from ARR that's no longer supported? But now there's new things to a company workshop. What is a company workshop?
That's free company workshop.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, the TLDR is that it is a vestigial system, but you can still use company seals, and you can also, because this game is built, horizontally enough, you can just go and make use of it, because that'll be your squadron. So you heard people talk about leveling through squadrons.
Yep, I've seen a lot of the people. They were basically saying leave quest to 15 or whatever, and then get your squadron really good and just fucking nuke blast dungeons.
So that's basically once you reach a certain rank, I can't remember which rank, you get a squadron. Then you have a little, God forgive me, a mission table like thing going on, where you have people, you enlist them, you enlist different types and different jobs, you send them off on training, send them off on missions. Then at a certain rank, you can go into dungeons with them instead of other people, up to level 50 dungeons, I believe. So you can just if you're a DPS, couldn't be bothered waiting on parties, bang, you can just bring your AI squadron. Nowhere near as good as Trusts, and you'll have to kind of manually control them slightly in terms of limit breaking and go in and go out. But yeah.
Well, there we go.
Level 60 dungeons, yes, so it's not fully vestigial to ARR.
So then housing, of course, Imperium.
Yep.
Is being added for the Ishgardian housing, so there will be, I think, absolute chaos as people. I think we're going to stay in Shirgane, but
of course we are massive weeb. But yeah,
well, we have the best spot.
Yeah, we do,
frankly. So, some new furnishings as well. I can't wait to dive into this system. I feel like I'm going to need a lot of gil to do so.
Have you seen Preach's attempt at engaging with housing?
No.
I had a whole bit, lost his marbles over a floor lamp.
Cool lamp.
Couldn't put the floor lamp on the desk. Raged. Raged, half dismantled his own set to prove that in real life you can take a lamp that's on the floor and put it on a desk. Very funny.
Well, look, I'm glad the actual science was done to work it out.
Yeah.
New orchestra rules, and I love how there's aquarium fish.
Oh, they're gorgeous.
Such a nice little detail. Yeah. Fish are now separated according to size. Big. New seeds for flower pots. Oh, very nice. The gold saucer. This is also on my list of things to do. Of course, new prizes purchasable. Change to triple triad.
Nice.
Triple triad. What card game is it? Totally unique, or is it analogous to an IRL card game?
It's analogous to triple triad from. Oh, Brain. Which Final Fantasy game is triple triad in? It's either 7 or 8. I can't remember. Please, someone tell me before I lose my mind. 8. Okay, yes, it's 8. So it's a little. I don't even know if it's analogous to anything else, but it's a minigame from F8. Oh yeah, yep. I think we know it's 8.
I like card games, so it could be fun to hop into.
It's also fun for collecting. Actually, Matt got lost in collecting a lot of it a while ago because he wanted to go and get every triple triad card. Because I'm sure you've got a pretty decent handful of them from doing some content.
I haven't noticed.
Yeah, well, you get actual cards.
Actually, I haven't really I haven't done the intro. The intro quest to the gold saucer is just in mine.
You should probably still get triple triad cards despite that, I think. But it's just you drop from bosses and stuff like that, so you'll get them and then use them. So he went and farmed out all of them because he loves Final Fantasy 14 a lot.
Oh, you're so kind. Of course, we got the bunny boys.
Yep.
So that's pretty big. We have got new hairstyles for the female Viera as well. New Hrothgar ones are coming at 6.1. We have a new Highlander face. Interesting.
I wonder who that looks like.
Yeah.
Also, yes, you don't get cards until you do unlock the game. So
balls.
Hardly a big deal.
Well, I did that wrong. Trust system then. Additions and adjustments. We've got good old Stinian being added as an avatar NPC. Yum. Cannot accompany players into Shadowbringers dungeons. Well,
makes sense.
That does make sense.
Yeah.
According to the increased level cap, do I have to level up the Scions for the trust system?
So,
or will they always just be with me?
Yes. But I'm not sure how it's going to work moving into Endwalker, because it'd be very frustrating if you're like...
By progressing through the main scenario, avatar NPCs reach a maximum level of 90. Perhaps I should have just read.
Yep.
The requirements for unlocking scenario mode have been removed. What scenario mode? Yes.
Yes, scenario mode. I honestly couldn't tell you.
Amount of
Not
XP points required for avatars to gain levels will be reduced in accordance with... Oh, yeah. Okay, so just usual stuff.
Yeah. So people are saying you do not need to level them for MSQ stuff.
Ah, so they can be leveled up for post-MSQ dungeoning.
Yeah. Well,
so interesting.
Yeah, for dungeoning otherwise.
Huh. I guess I always just saw it as a way where I could do the story dungeons with my fellow characters, but there might be a fair bit more to that at endgame then.
Oh, yeah. I mean, yeah, that's kind of the point. But yeah.
Yeah. Interesting. Okay, so next up then, challenge logs. Prizes available in exchange for Chloe's gold certificate of commendation. Silver and bronze have been adjusted. A bunch of duties have been added for objectives for Wondrous Trial, so I guess that's just keeping everything up to date for the new expansion.
Yep, Chloe's Stickerbook now gets you... No, oh, yes, Chloe's Stickerbook sends you to Tar Paradigm Speech. Let's go.
I need to look at that thing.
Tar's so good.
For the challenge log, then, we have got a few new categories and some things have been removed. Just all stuff to have it make sense.
Yep, there's changes to mention stuff.
Of course, we have got our new classes, Reaper and Sage. Yum, yum. Yep. We have got our class changes, which, we could probably talk about for 7 million years, so let's not.
We really could, yes.
Dungeons, trials, raids, and hunts. Look at some new enemies.
Looking well. There's a Moon Cactuar.
Nice.
Which I think is amazing for the very simple reason. I mean, when things grow in lower gravity, hypothetically, they get bigger.
It's a belter. It's a belter cactus from the Expanse.
They get longer and ganglier. And it's just a cactuar who's grown on the moon, so he's a different color. It's great. It's fantastic.
That's it. Long man.
Yeah.
XP. This is interesting. XP from standard dungeon enemies now earned from the boss instead.
Yep. They are. I believe the intent behind that is to stop people from having to go out of the way to kill extra mobs in dungeons. So just speed run the dungeon, kill the boss. There's your all your XP.
I do love a good multi-pull. Yep. Even when I was doing the trust system, I was just trying to pull one and then go, and then Thancred's teleported over. Away you go, big man.
Yep.
Very good. Right, new dungeons. We have some images of them. I think lots of Garlemald-y things.
The Tower of Zot, Garlemald, and then something we don't know.
Oh, look at the big new trial. Epic.
Yeah, new trials are great.
Unreal trials temporarily disabled. What are Unreal trials?
Unreal trials are the max level versions of all the trials that they have slightly redesigned for, and rebalanced for being played at max level.
So that would be like rebalancing Leviathan for max level.
That is the one that is now gone.
Interesting.
For now. It's been disabled. It'll come back at some point. I think they said they'll come back because there was a couple before Leviathan, but there'll be new ones in 6.1.
Sweet. New weapon coffer drops from... Okay, yeah, so just reward updates that make sense.
Yep.
Gear from old raids. Gear obtained from treasure coffers and the following duties have been changed to gear coffers.
Yeah, so the context behind this and the earlier change is that a lot of those extremes used to drop weapons. Just weapons. So it would be, here's your paladin weapon.
Yeah.
But you're like, there's no paladin in the grip. Fuck. I guess someone take it and maybe use it for the paladin. But they're changing them to coffers. So it's just, you get the token, basically.
Okay, that's way better.
Yeah. And then they're doing it for old Savage Rid as well. They're just like, you want to go, there'll be no gear wasted. Not that there would technically be gear wasted because you can get it and use it for something else. But if no one wants it, then, it's not going to be a problem anymore.
Increased Echo in Eden's Promise Savage. So the Echo will take effect upon entering Eden's Promise Savage, increasing max HP and damage dealt and healing potency by 20%. So that's basically just the nerf to Eden Savage?
Yep.
Interesting.
Again. Also, remember, you can go in with no Echo on, if you choose.
Of course, yeah. No extra rewards, though. That's just like being able to turn Varian off at the start of ICC.
Yep. Okay, gotcha. It is quite literally that, yeah.
New elite marks added. So this is the hunting stuff?
Yep.
Again, that's another system I need to go into.
Those enemies look so cool. That thing in the bottom right's amazing. Also, the Flan Princess.
Whoa.
Oh, Flan Princess. That's the thing from Ff4. You need to get... Is it 4 or 3? Fuck. This is what happens when you play the first 4 Final Fantasy games in a couple of months. You just lose all sort of delineation. But I imagine it's 4. Yeah. It's an F4 monster. You needed to get it for... it wasn't the Adamantite because that was from Bahamut Cave. Was it for the weapon? Man, my memory's really gone to shit. Anyway, it was a really annoying thing that you had to farm like crazy for the Flan Princess. Pinktail, it's the Pinktail rare drop, which you traded for armor. And I really pissed off. I think I pissed off Connor because I got it relatively quickly and he was raging at me. But anyway.
For Deliberium, a bit of a change where actually they're just doing a max queue time, and if it doesn't hit 24 people, the Echo's just going to buff you up. Yeah,
because they have in most of the rest of the budget, they have the Echo system that scales nicely. So if no one else is online and a critical engagement pops, you can solo it.
Oh, sweet.
And it scales up enough that you actually could solo it if you're good enough, which is very good if you're a warrior with I can't remember what the essence is called, but the one that restores your health based on damage dealt. So you run in as a warrior, spam rampage, and you can never die. It's very good.
Okay, so then, of course, we've got Tomestones, where Poetics will stay for our legacy content, but all of the other ones are gone.
Yep.
And can be turned into Poetics, with the new one being Aphorism, which, of course, is just going to be a level 90 version of all that. Yep. Duty Finder options, then. So category names. Reorganization. Undersized Party has been renamed to Unrestricted Party. Interesting. Yeah. You know what? Changes. Let's not get into all of them. Duty Finder adjustments. Duties associated. Oh, yeah. Okay. So that's just updating the various different roulettes to make sense.
With aphorisms
instead of
PvP.
New Reaper and Sage PvP actions added. But of course, Crystal, like the actual new PvP systems in 6.1, which is February, right?
Should be late February.
I guess could be March if they've done the 2-week delay.
It should be late Feb, mid-March, I think.
But it'll be soon, so that'll be pretty hype.
Yep.
The Feast, Season 20 ends and a preseason begins.
Yep, just preseason. Preseason before they...
I know nothing about FF14 PvP.
Same.
Cool. Well, in that case.
Yep.
All right, gear sets. Let's go. Yum, yum.
That's all the Ff4 sets.
Okay. Neat. Okay, so we got some Ff4 sets. There's them from the rear as well.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I'm excited to see all the new sets. And we looked at the job gear, and it looks
the job gear looks fantastic.
It's really nice.
Yeah.
Right, main, hand, and ring slots in the armory. Oh, yeah, right, increased to 50.
This is what your belts died for.
So, Matt, my armory chest is full, and it's going to be full when I log in.
Yeah. Should have cleaned it up.
I know.
I know. That is literally what, like, I was sitting in...
Most important thing.
Yeah, I was sitting in my house, and my real house, apartment, I guess, and Connor was just sitting beside me. We were just engaging with the internet, as it were, and I was just sitting there sorting out my inventory while he was watching. I was like, fuck, this is so embarrassing. This is so bad. This is so grim.
Oh, the Shadowbringer's role quest weapons are now dyeable.
Yep.
Hang on, I've completed the role quest.
Yeah.
Wait, there's no post MSQ role quest.
There's a role quest for each role.
Do I have the weapon?
You have to go buy it from Grinald, so you probably don't.
Is it a cool weapon I can just buy?
I don't know how cool they are, but yeah.
Okay, well I should do that. At any rate, they weather has been removed from their names and they're now dyeable.
Yeah, so I haven't done this, but Connor was telling me that it's basically there was a step you had to go through to remove them being weathered and dye them. Now it's just that's them by default.
Ah, sweet. Actually, another thing then, they have degender locked a whole bunch of gear.
Yep, which is
that's really
sick.
good to see.
Yep, which is amazing because I cannot wait to go and buy the butler stuff. Yeah.
Belt changes. Gone. No more belts.
Right.
The end of the belts.
Yep.
Belts have been deleted from the game. Rip belts. But more armory chest space. I just like it. They're like, hang on. What's the point of a belt? Don't see it. Doesn't do anything. Yeah. And it's funny. I think about even World of Warcraft, and it's like, fuck, what if belts were just baked into the chest armor? Will that help them? I wonder.
Yeah, get rid of belts. Get rid of I don't know, everything.
Or then would it be, I guess for WoW's perspective, though, because it's so gear-driven, they probably wouldn't want to reduce the number of slots.
Yeah, especially when slots are locked for tier sets and legendaries anyway.
Yeah, so then we've got new Sundry Splendors vendor added in the Crystarium. Oh! I was wondering...
Were you looking for the Sundry Splendors in Crystarium? Yep.
Yeah, I was doing that. Well, I was just a day early. That's it.
Yeah, that's all.
Icons indicate required Oh, that's lovely.
That's really nice, yeah.
Yes, that initially threw me for a confuse until I realized it was like raid currency or something. Adjustments to the gear exchange for old tombstone gear. I guess that's all just to make sense with the...
Yeah, that's just...
Oh my god, anima weapons.
Yep.
Fuck.
Wait, hang on, what's up?
That's a great new system in
Okay.
Shadowlands. Crafting then. All this script stuff that I think we actually talked about earlier, and to be honest, I don't have a fucking clue what any of it means because I've not got into any of this content.
Yep.
Disables the land adjustments. Cool.
Yep.
I understand them all. Spearfishing?
Yeah.
What's this?
It's they're changing spearfishing to now be a little mini game where you click to...
Spearfishing is a different type of fishing.
Yeah. Well, it's like a subsection of fishing. And now you play the little mini game where you go... Pick, get it, pick. It's great.
Those fuckers.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed fishing. I really enjoyed fishing in New World for some reason. And everyone's like, go fish in FF14.
Oh, you should. It's incredible.
So I think I need it. Can you make Gil from fishing? Good Gil? Bad Gil?
Probably okay, Gil. I don't know.
Let us know, chat.
Maybe not.
Can I turn fish into money?
Probably.
I mean, I can turn them into the aquarium whenever I get an apartment.
Yeah.
In our FC house. So can I have an apartment? I know there's no point in me getting a house because the island's going to come. I'll be able to customize my island. So that's really what I should do instead. Yeah, okay. Well, I want to... okay, people are saying yes, but it's not the best. Okay. Rainbow fishing, apparently. Desynths from sky fishing. Of course, fish in the sky. Yep. All right, mini Bismarcks. Right, mounts, minions, and What?
Yeah. There's a mount where you're stuck in a TV.
They've lost their box. Oh my god. Okay, well that's fun.
So the context for that is in the Omega Raid series. That's an enemy you fight.
Neat. Yeah, I haven't done Omega yet. It's in the plan. Don't worry.
Yeah, we need to do Alex and Omega once MSQ Rush is done.
New minions, yummy. Chocobo bardings. I have not done any customization of my Chocobo. I need to customize my boy.
That's really cute.
I need to customize my boy.
I use the Ravana one. It's cool.
Oh, hey, nice. Cool. Those are also... I think they're on WoW, actually.
You can put those on around calling people saplings now.
Oh, yeah. That's nice. Back customization is very good. Yeah. Imagine if they added backpacks in FF14.
Be cool, look.
It would also be extremely hard given all the other current design of the gear because of clipping and stuff. Okay. Wow. There's a new Oh, wait, an old Charlian.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a city, so.
I suppose it is.
Market board.
Fair enough. Retainer changes.
Yeah, it's all just standard stuff.
Just updates.
Yep.
Achievements, updates. Aether current changes. What are these? Oh, well, transportation adjustments first. Options being to only use Aetherite tickets when the cost exceed a Oh, that would have been so handy when I got the 3 of them for free, and I got pissed off by the prompt, so I used them in like 100 gil cost teleports. I should get... How do you get Aetherite tickets then?
I honestly couldn't tell you. I
Interesting.
I just dump all my gil into teleporting because I'm stupid.
Teleportation gil costs have been adjusted.
Yep.
Hopefully it's because we slapped the Charlians so silly they reduced the taxation rate.
Nope.
Is it the opposite?
4 cheese wants higher taxes.
Bastard! I hate him. I hate him even more. He doesn't like my fucking son and daughter, and now he's taxing me.
Yeah.
God, there'll be a reckoning.
Yeah.
There'll be a reckoning.
Yeah. So I believe based on that.
Is this the fucking Charlian national debt interest is really big now?
Yeah, exactly. So according to just a small amount of people in chat, you can get Aetherite tickets with company seals or hunt marks.
Oh.
Or Grand Company missions. So yeah.
Interesting.
Yep.
Oh, there we go. Someone just popped in to say weeb game. That's it.
Certainly is a weeb game.
That's it. That's us. Oh, we're all in the bin.
That's it, yep.
Fucking destroyed.
Not a weeb at all, no sir. No sir.
Not at all.
Nope.
Not at all. You watch iCarly like a good Westerner.
I don't think a good Westerner watches iCarly. Come on. Jesus Christ. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, of course, the updated world map, additions to... Oh my god, everyone. Reaper and Sage are allowed to join parties. Big change.
That's unreasonable.
I joke.
Yeah.
Okay, that's all.
You're right, you've skipped a fantastic change.
Where's that?
Party list will now show target of spells cast by party members.
Oh, good.
Yeah, that is a major change.
Target of target's good.
Yeah, that is a major change for party list for the exact reason that you see here. the healers casting raise, you can see that they're raising FFXFE Final Fantasy, which is a very creative name for a character, to be honest. But the idea there is you can see who's being targeted with a hard cast raise. So you don't have the case where healers drop 2400 mana and cast raise on the same person at the same time, not being aware of what happened. So it is a very, very nice change. Very nice. Same with healing, I guess. It's great.
Cool.
Yep.
So we got that. All right, then. Party Finder. Oh, wait, where am I? Yes, Combat UI and ground. Oh, ground targeting being changed.
Oh, yeah, they're making it good.
Oh, well, that's
as opposed
good.
to shit. Very good.
Sounds like a good upgrade then.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. All right, nice. GPOs. Very good. Okay, so let's see. Can now be initiated while using performance actions. Very nice. I think people will enjoy that. New frames, new stickers. Yes, and then, of course, NPCs can be set as targets.
Yep,
That'll be
which is...
big. Big.
Yep. The amount of... Oh, I'm not going to say it. It's too unreasonable.
Duty Explorer mode and Duty Recorder. What's this?
So I have no idea what Duty Recorder is because I've never engaged with it. But what Explorer mode is basically going to the dungeon, all the mobs are despawned, free roam around.
Oh, well, that's like pretty handy for getting B-roll.
It is, yeah.
What the hell? That's really nice.
Fantastic, yeah.
Damn. Okay, cool.
It's also good for if you're just a lore nut like Matt and just wants to look at the sky and Amarat to figure things out. Very useful.
Okay, sweet. And then Misc stuff. Yep, temporary measures, which sharding for the new areas, and 30-minute auto log off. All makes sense. And they have changed the sprout stuff, which again also makes sense. So there we have it. That's the patch notes. Of course, there'll be a lot more coming because they write their patch notes with care for spoilers.